Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're testing out a new solar panel from Nurzviy, the SolarEpoch 200 watt portable folding solar panel. Let's check it out. All right, welcome back. So I want to give you a quick little bit of information on this before we set it up outside. I have a EcoFlow generator, solar generator or power station that we are going to top off with it. I want to see how long it takes. I got it at about, I'm looking over there now, 95, 94%. So we're going to try and take it up to 100, but I want to show you how this works. This is a universal compatibility solar panel. This has a bunch of connectors to it. DC7909, an Anderson, an MC4, and an XT60 connector. So 200 watts with all those connectors will work on pretty much anything that you're going to be using. It does have a very high efficiency, 22.6 efficiency rate. All right, so it's got cutting edge monocrystalline silicon cells. It boasts an outstanding 22.6% conversion rate. That's pretty darn good for a solar panel. It also includes a built-in Mppt charge controller for your phones and other things too. You can plug in there. So definitely a handy little thing. Now, one thing I did want to tell you and show you were the connectors, because I think that's really cool. A lot of these solar panels come with only one type of connector, and you'll have to go back on Amazon and buy the adapter. This is really cool. Let me open this up for you. There we go. Show you all of the connectors that come inside this. This is your MC4, of course, right there. And you will connect it to whatever you need. Now, for our EcoFlow, we're going to be using this, what are these, XT60 connectors. But pretty much you can connect this to almost anything. And I know 99% of the panels I've seen out there come with an end like this with the MC4 connectors that I can connect to directly to the solar power station. So let's get it set up outside. It's got 3 huge legs on it, and it's a lot bigger than it looks. We'll give you dimensions in a sec, but this is a lot bigger than it looks once it's set up. So let me get it outside, set it up, put it in optimal sunlight using my little EcoFlow solar designator, this guy here, to tell me when I'm right in the right sunlight, and bring you back, show you what it looks like set up. All right, it was that easy to set up. What I like about this is it's got rigid panels. When you put those 3 legs down, it's not going to push in one area and move around. It's pretty darn rigid, pretty darn easy to set up too. It is a bit on the heavier side, so it's not a backpacking panel, and we'll give you the stats on it later. But definitely an awesome panel for emergencies. Even if you lived in a high-rise apartment, you know, you could stick this on a patio or in a window, and definitely would get your sunlight. So as you can see, I had the little white EcoFlow solar designator, and the sun just got a little brighter. I was going to tell you the sun was under some clouds, so that's good. The clouds seem to have moved away. Let's take a look at it from the back. All right, so here's the back, and I just kind of have the cables laying out there. As you can tell, it's pretty darn sturdy. I do have to move that one. I kind of tweaked it when I was turning it into optimal sunlight. I do have to move that leg. It's kind of sideways. But even with it sideways, as you can see, that's pretty darn sturdy. Nice, thick, heavy material on the panel, so I don't think they're going to get ruined. I don't think you're going to have any issues with getting some rain on this. It doesn't look like it's going to get mushy and soft, you know. I've tried some with that canvas, and I didn't particularly like it too much. So let's plug in our power station, and we're currently at 95% on it, so we will see how quickly this can top it off. Even with the sun, it's kind of moving in and out behind clouds, and it's going to be hot today here, so definitely a good day to test it. So let's see what kind of efficiency we're getting out of this. All right, so even with the clouds moving over the sun on and off, we are getting a charge there. I'm going to move you in a little closer. Just wanted to show you that it is charging. I have it plugged in. That's the smaller EcoFlow unit. So let's move it up close and see about what kind of charge we're getting, even with the sun on and off. All right, so I'm showing 93 watts right now. Now, I know it does over that. It's just the sun today being funky. I got a charge time of 10 minutes over here. Okay, so we're going to let it sit out here as the sun comes up and down. It's going behind clouds right now, so we're going to let this run itself out and see how efficiently it works. I know it's a 200 watt panel because we have tried it previously. So, and the good thing is we're getting a little wind here too, so that's good. That will test out and see about how stable this is in wind. So let's give it a few minutes and let it kind of settle in and let the sun kind of move out from behind the clouds. Even behind clouds, that's pretty darn impressive. Let the sun move out from behind the clouds and we'll see what we get. That's what we got going on here. I got it up to 172, 165. It's about 128 now. The sun keeps moving in and out. I don't know if I can show you kind of what we're dealing with. It's behind clouds constantly. So that's impressive for something that's doing like that, you know, where you're getting the sun come in and out, in and out. So we're going to let it sit here and charge up, and we'll finish up the video. So we're at 97% on the battery already. I think it's probably been about 5 minutes. It's definitely bringing in the sun. I got it as high as I said, 170 something, 174. It's definitely still working. I did put the meter back on. As you notice on top there, that little white thing up there. That's just a little solar guide so I can see if my panel's in the direct sunlight. And it is perfect. It's sitting right there, right in the sunlight. So all is well. I'm just not out there because it's ridiculously hot today. If you guys check out the temperatures close to Death Valley, you know what we're going through with our heat wave. And it's holding up fine. We got wind going, we got heat, and it's doing just fine. So when you unfold this thing, it's 93.3 by 21.3 inch area all the way across it, okay? It's got 3 adjustable kickstands. You saw that. Really easy to adjust that for optimal solar absorption. It is a ETFE coated. So you won't get scratches. You don't have to worry about water splashes on it. Really good for outdoors or emergency use. You know, I know places I've camped where I get muddy area, mud on it, and water and crud. That's going to not be as much of a problem with this. Of course, you want to clean the mud off because you don't want to obstruct the panel. But it's not going to be as much of an issue because, hey, you're getting awesome sunlight in there, and it's protected. It is backed by a 2-year warranty and 24/7 customer support. So if you ever run into an issue with this, all you got to do is call them. Now, it does fold up a little bit interestingly. Those 2 panels in the middle there will kind of fold into each other, and that side will fold into that side. They actually snap together. If you notice in the corners, there we are, in the corners there's little snaps on either side there. I have to look through the camera because if I'm actually pointing at it, I'm way off. So there are snaps. So it'll snap together in the middle, and then you just fold the ends, and it's magnetic on the end. The weight on this, 18.5 pounds. Not for backpacking, folks. It's not really horrible, but it's 18.5 pounds. Folded is 27 by 21 by 1.5 inches. Unfolded, 93.7 by 21.3 by 1 inch. Very bad. That's less than 1 inch, by the way, too, I'm sure. It's maybe 1/4 of an inch. That's not that thick. But it's definitely doing the job. So we're going to bring you back once this is fully charged up, and I'll show you kind of how it gets folded together, and we'll finish up the video. I do want to let you know that this is currently on sale, okay? I have a 10% discount code for this. Now, when you go to their site, you're going to notice the price on this is $215, which is still pretty decent. You're going to pay about $1 a watt for solar panels, especially folding ones. I have a 10% discount code, which is Iridium10, and that'll be down below, so you can copy and paste it. That'll get you 10% off, takes the price down to $193.50. So definitely a good deal. Let's give this a few more minutes to finish up, and I'll show you the folding procedure, and we'll finish up the video. All right, let's fold this thing up. I got it all packed up. I have the legs all folded down. We can just take this middle section here, snap them together, like that. And that's it. You're going to snap those 2 pieces together. Snap them on the bottom, and then to close it, I'm just going to close it around this way, around that way, and that's it. Just wanted to quickly point at the power station. It is at 100%. I would say probably about 10 or 11 minutes or so, so the accuracy was on that, and the panel did its job. It was actually very, very quick. Something I did notice about this particular power station is it doesn't go below 10 minutes. When it starts, when it tells you about how long it's going to take, it doesn't change from that. So I was looking at it, it was 99%, and it still said 10 minutes. So I don't know what's up with that. But the panel performed awesome. I got to say, I really like this panel. This is definitely one that I'm going to be keeping around for my own personal use. And like I said, your discount code is at the bottom there. That's going to save you 10%. Take the price from $215 down to $193.50, I believe. So definitely a good deal. Awesome little panel. It's actually a very big panel, and I like seeing these going in the 200 and 300 watt range because it makes more sense now when we have bigger power stations. That's a rather smaller one, but when you have those 2,000 and 3,000 watt power stations, having a couple of those lined up in parallel or series still will make a nice dent into charging your stuff up quickly. So that is the Nurzviy, I believe it is, 200 watt folding solar panel, and I believe you will probably see this in more videos because it actually really performed well. The highest I got it was about 174. It started out kind of, this isn't going to be good. It was at 90s and 80s, but once the sun came out from behind the clouds, it popped up there really, really well, and it really gave me a quick charge. So I'm definitely impressed with it. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. The link for this will be down below. This nut is not in my Amazon store. You have to use that link to get your discount. And remember, my code is Iridium10 to get 10% off. So you have to use my code to get it, and you have to go to the website. But if you want to check out my Amazon store, that's down below. You can shop in there for anything you like, or just click the link and shop as you normally would. We really do appreciate when you guys do that. Our freeze-dried wholesaler link. Okay, he's got a sale now going on the ribs. You want to check him out there right now. If you watch the video 2 years from now, there won't be a sale. But he has brought the ribs back, so definitely check him out. My link will save you 15%. Below that, our My Patriot Supply link. We have $80 off a 4-week food kit. 4 weeks of food for under $200. All 25-year shelf life, freeze-dried, ready to go when you need it. And our Thrive Life freeze-dried food store as well. I love Thrive. Remember, you don't have to join anything just to try the stuff. You can buy it and try it out and see if you like it. I thank you guys for watching. I'm going inside to the air conditioning because it is hot already out here. Stay safe and stay prepared.